let's have some fun. Come on now. 460 Rumbles. Diamond and Silk discuss Rona McDaniel, Jenna Ellis, and how people are upset with the RNC. We love some circular firing squad when it deals with the Republicans. Super fun.
Hey y'all, welcome to Diamond and Silk, the podcast.
Hi.
Your host Diamond and Silk, and Silk oh Silk.
Diamond oh Diamond.
Okay, so a lot.
I don't know what that means. We're still trying to figure out what the O part, the Irish part thing, the Silk oh Silk and the Diamond oh Diamond. We don't know. I don't know.
This stuff has jumped off. You know we want to get right into it, but before we
Yes.
do, I want you all to stop right now. If
Stop.
this is your first time, and subscribe to this podcast.
I'm not going to subscribe.
So each time we drop a new episode, you will receive.
I'll have to pick it up. Great, thanks. It's my job. Do you have a scoop or do I use a hand broom?
Notification. And don't forget about our book Uprising. Who the hell said you can't ditch
I had forgotten all about the book.
Diamond
I
and
have to
Silk.
admit.
You can get the book at diamondandsilkbookstore.com.
Really? Can you get it anywhere else?
Don't forget to check us out over there at Chat CHAT
No, I'm not going to forget.
DIT.com.
That's right. Okay, Silk.
Yeah.
Girl, so you know a lot of shenanigans jumped off this week, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's a week of jumping shenanigans.
Yes.
I was scrolling.
Can we turn off the lead-in music, guys? They're done with the promo stuff. Can we cut the
Up the
background?
Twitter feed,
Can
I'm
we
like,
fade it
what's
down?
going on? Over in
Thank
the
you. Yeah, right at what's going on. That was nice. I like it.
midnight hour,
Uh-huh.
when I'm minding my business,
Yeah.
in the night of the darkness,
Yeah.
or the
The Night of the Darkness.
darkness of the night.
Yeah, either one. The Night of the Darkness, The Darkness of the Night. Both are great horror films. If you haven't seen them, they're great. Gary Busey, Eli Roth, I think, directed them.
That's right.
I see Jenna Ellis
Uh-huh.
and Ronnie McDaniel.
Ronnie McDaniel? Wasn't he the bass player in Three Dog Night? Ronnie McDaniel? Ronnie. Okay. Maybe it's a nickname. Maybe that's what they call Rona McDaniel.
Trending.
Ronnie.
Okay.
Uh-oh. They weren't trending. Why were they trending?
All I can tell you, Silk, is somebody have some splaining to do.
Ah. Yes. Is it? Please tell me this is your Cuba segue.
Explaining to do.
Somebody
Some explaining to do.
have some explaining to do. So it is.
Yeah, I would have edited that whole thing out too. The whole section where you were like, "What show was that?" I Love Juicy, like where they didn't know what it was about. Where's that thing coming? Like, yeah, at best to edit it.
Being alleged, you all, that during the course of the election night, and at the election night, you know, when the lawyers Gina Ellis and Rudy
Gina, Ronnie, who gives a shit?
Giuliani was going out trying to fight this here, what was happening in the 2020 election.
They were going out. You mean sitting in their hotel rooms watching television?
The lawyer of the RNC was actually throwing President Trump under the bus and was not fighting for Trump.
You mean I have to like her now?
Now, after the election, you know, money, millions of dollars was raised in support of President Trump, the election, but
And the big lie?
according to Jenna, and I'm going to allege it all, because, see, I wasn't there.
Yeah, just you weren't there. We weren't there. I mean, that's never stopped you before. By the way, I appreciate that you put a pop filter on the Yeti. It's got one built into it. But don't let that stop you. And neither one of you are talking directly into it, so the chances of you popping your P's or your T's is fairly slim. But I'm glad you did it. But you weren't there, guys. Were alleged. Okay.
Okay. So it's being alleged.
Yeah, it's being alleged by who?
That these people raised money, and they said that they raise more money when we're fighting against Democrats. So
Who alleged this? This is ridiculous.
they cared nothing about the election.
Right.
And it is being alleged.
Oh, I see. So they raise money fighting Democrats, so they don't care about the election. And she was Trump's lawyer through that whole period, and they raised a bunch of money. I need to see the article you guys read because I don't think it's. I think he has some explaining to do.
That Ronnie McDaniel,
Ronnie McDaniel, he's a prick. That dude, Ronnie. I hate that guy. Hate that guy.
She got wind of it. She promised to fire him. Now,
Rudy, or do you think Jenny Ellis is a dude?
some people are alleging they don't know if Ronnie McDaniel gave the order for this lawyer to stand down because she is the head of the RNC. She's the RNC.
That was a good clip. That was good. I'm glad you guys smooth.
Chairwoman.
Right.
So we really don't know. And
Nah, don't let that stop you from talking about it, though. I think I would just soldier ahead if I were you. Just not knowing what the fuck happened or who was behind it or who might be guilty or if it's even true at all. I mean, honestly, if you waited to find out those kind of details, you'd never have a podcast. So I would say swing for the fences.
I hate getting
Yeah, Rodney McDowell. Anyways.
into spats because
Okay.
I need to
Yeah.
know what's going on. Now, here's the crazy thing.
Here.
So Ronnie McDaniel and people from the RNC have come
Yeah, Rodney McDowell and Jason Ellis.
out and make the case that all of these allegations came from a book from can't remember his first name, but his last name is Wolf.
Wolf.
Richard Wolf? Or
Well, I know
Big Bad? Was it Big Bad? It was Big Bad. That's right.
he's written another. He wrote a book.
Yeah, he's written a couple of things.
I previously wrote a book. I didn't really read that, but like
You're kidding. I'm not. Okay. Diamond and Silk, I'm not. You're just not. I'm not feeling good about the information that I'm gonna. Shit.
a lot of stuff was coming out. So okay, I gave that to that side.
Okay.
Okay, now you're in trouble because Silk doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But then Gina Ellis came out
Gina Ellis, totally different person.
with text messages and emails
Right.
supporting what she
She
said.
was saying. Right.
Yeah.
Somebody have some explaining to do.
Some splaining.
Now we know that President Trump called Wolf's previous book
Book Wolf. It's a store in West Hollywood I go to. It's fantastic. They have coffee and you buy novels.
lies. But I want to know, is this a lie?
So far, they're 200% at not knowing anyone's first name. But hey, this is where you go for information. They are a source.
Did the RNC
It was Beowulf. You're right.
or did this lawyer that works for the RNC
Uh-huh.
throw President Trump up under the bus?
Down under the bus. I'm sorry.
Millions
If I start nitpicking that shit, we're gonna be here all night.
of dollars was raised. This was supposed to fight election integrity.
Yes, that's what Trump's been doing. He's been fighting election integrity his whole political life.
This was supposed to fight that.
I'm gonna die.
And what were you all doing?
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what you're talking about, so it's hard to part. Fucking hell.
All I can say is this.
Uh-huh. Please. All right, Silk, please bring this home. Because I don't know what the fuck Diamond is talking about, and I need you to be my ears, Silk. Explain to me, translate some of this horse shit so that I could grasp it. I really... All right.
Millions of dollars was raised before the election.
Come on.
Okay, before the election. And, all right, and whatever happened on election. All right, I'm sorry, go ahead. Millions was raised before.
Millions of dollars was raised after election
Okay.
based off of election integrity.
Right.
Yes, they wanted to fight election integrity. Right, we got that.
What measures did the RNC put in place
What mattress? I'm sorry, what?
after election
Yes.
based off of election integrity?
All right.
What measures did the
Measures.
RNC put in place to fight against the steal that you saw what was going to happen. All of this different stuff that was going on, okay? And the Democrats was putting in place. Where was the RNC to take and line different things up?
Right.
Yeah. What? Diamond, help me out here. I need you to translate what Silk was saying. Because I was hoping that this would bail us out. I'm really fucking confused right now. And I need to know what mattress they put in place.
They were nowhere to be found.
Nowhere.
No, where's the RNC? Yeah, RNC. Yeah, there's something I can agree with them on. Yeah, Diamond and Silk and Sparks are calling you out, Ronnie McDowell and Janine Ellis, whatever the fuck your name is.
To be found.
And this is what the reason why we keep talking about this.
I don't know what you're talking about, much less why you're talking about it.
Before even Jenna came out with this,
right?
At least you got her name right once. We have to take the small victory.
We have been saying not to give the RNC not one damn dime, not one red cent.
That's right.
I love these two women, and I want to have their babies.
We only went off for our guts. The
Right.
only thing we couldn't figure out, why wasn't President Trump protected, but money was raised off of his name?
That's
Not
right.
Ronnie McDaniel, not the
No, Ronnie McDaniel doesn't know shit.
RNC, but because it was President Trump.
And if you think about this, back in 2016, on the night of the election,
Right.
whenever it seemed like Hillary Clinton wasn't going to concede.
That's right. When she was not going to concede, you all, we were sitting up there because there was a lot of food or whatever. But
Yeah, that's why I said it. Or yeah, food and whatever.
we were surrounded by lawyers.
Right.
They were preparing to fly.
They weren't eating. We're surrounded by lawyers. They were preparing stuff, whatever. They're like, there's this whole spread here, and nobody's eating it.
Preparing to
Wherever
fly.
they needed to go.
Right.
To
Yeah.
get
People
this
was-
thing up.
Yes,
People
they
was
was-
in place.
Yeah, they were there.
And we know.
Oh, so in the beginning, the RNC and everybody was a functional entity that was supporting the Republican candidate for president. And then after 4 years of Trump running things, they were a shitstorm and couldn't find their ass with both hands. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that follows.
Notice during the 2020 election, President Trump said what they were going to try to
People
do.
was out of place.
And nobody
They weren't. Yeah, they were under the bus.
was
Apparently.
in place. But everything fell on Rudy Giuliani.
Right.
Yeah, Julie Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani. Slow down, ladies. We're not in a hurry. We're here for you. Listen, we'll wait. I mean, at the number of do they rehearse this stuff? Rudy Giuliani.
Right.
And Gina Ellis.
That's right.
And Gina Ellis. We had her name for a second, then we just fucked it up again.
And I can't call Gina no liar
Because there is no Gina. It's Jenna.
she got receipts. She had proof.
She have to prove.
I want to know where is Ronnie McDaniel proof?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Ronnie McDaniel at all? There isn't a Ronnie McDaniel. On your post, Rana and Jenna. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus.
Well, there wouldn't be any room. Trump's under there, and he's a fat son of a bitch. Sorry.
But Chairwoman, Miss Chairwoman, we looking at you.
Right.
We've campaigned together. We've been on a bus tour together.
Yeah.
We've been at the White House together. We've been at
And you still don't know her name.
rallies together.
Yeah.
And you still don't know her name.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel within my hearts of hearts
That I'm mispronouncing your name.
that you was trying to throw President Trump under the bus.
Well, she didn't. Obviously, this Ronnie person is the problem.
Right.
So you gonna have to come out and explain
How your name is pronounced.
why Jenna had
What is this? Donna, but with an R? What kind of bullshit is this?
text message
Uh-huh.
and emails.
That's right.
She ain't going off no book.
Uh-uh.
She had
Books. Books.
she had the truth with proof. Look
That's
like.
No. Boop, boop.
Wait a minute. She had the truth of proof and then she just started making booping noises? Hold on. Hold on. Silk, what are you doing?
Why Jenna have text message and emails?
That's right.
She ain't going off no book.
No.
She had the truth with proof. Look like.
No. Boop, boop. She has that.
I don't know what that. She suddenly turned into R2D2. I don't know. No, come out, my friend. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. Boop, 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 boop. What recording? The one you're holding inside your rusty innards.
So when I think of even the Republican Party, there was a lot of deep state snakers that threw our president under the bus.
Up under the bus.
Especially after President Trump helped
Well, if they're snakes, wouldn't they be? I mean, that's a place where they'd hang out.
them get in
Correct.
to their position.
That's right.
Okay? But you took and you backed the bus up and you threw our
You
president.
came and you gave without taking, and you sent me away. Oh, dandy.
Under it and just I mean,
They just backed over him and then rolled over him and then had to change the tires, obviously, because his denture slipped and it pierced him.
where was the fight at?
There was.
Yeah, where was the fight?
Well, they was acting like they were fighting.
Yeah.
Well, sure. I mean, you have to raise that kind of money.
But no. But from what I.
But what they was doing was raising money
Oh,
off
yeah.
of the fight.
That does not. What kind of capitalist pigs, American capitalist pig kind of shit is this? This is any money raised is for the people.
Right. But
But
wasn't
doing nothing about it.
No.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, yeah. I mean, this might be all bullshit. This Ronnie McDaniel person may not even exist.
Allegedly. Okay. Yeah, we could say
So
allegedly.
I'm looking at
We can say it.
all of this here, and it takes me back to election night.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go back. Wait. Doodle-a-doop, 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 doodle-a-doop. Let's go back to election night. Take us back. Spin a yarn, Diamond. Tell us the story. What happened? What was it like? What was the spread like?
Yeah.
You know, we was at the White House
You were.
That's right.
watching it all go down in the Red Room.
The Red Room.
Well,
Here comes the tea. That must be the tea.
I remember seeing Bill Barr after they called it for Fox called it for Arizona.
Wait a minute. Arizona is president?
Tipping out like he didn't want to be seen.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what that was about.
Did you see Trump? Did you see the look on his face? You think what that might have been about?
But I know what it was
I
about.
know.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, he was running over to a Republican fundraiser to make some cheddar.
Yes. Yeah.
Here's another thing I'm going to.
Oh, yes. Please, no. Skip past any more details. That's all I needed to know, was that Bill Barr left when they called Arizona because it was clear Trump was losing and rats leave sinking ships. It's just what they do.
say.
And
then I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave everything else.
Don't fill in any details. It's much more poetic if I just, I would just give me a haiku of why Bill Barr left.
For a nice juicy book.
yeah.
I remember seeing going.
Oh, they're gonna have a nice juicy book. I'm very excited. I would love to read Diamond and Silk's book about election night.
Downstairs to use the bathroom.
Okay, too much information. I mean, I don't care why you went. You know, you got to go to the bathroom. Maybe keep a journal.
And seeing Ronnie McDaniel on the phone pacing back and forth.
Wait a minute. Was Ronnie McDaniel in the ladies' room? This trans stuff has gone too far. We have to stop this. Next thing you know, they'll be playing women's sports.
I didn't know what that was about.
Yeah, why would anybody be on the phone on election night?
Because she looked it very serious.
Yeah, it's almost like the election was a serious endeavor.
Like something was going on.
Like an election? Folks, this is election night.
But it's just everything is just coming back to my memory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're watching. This is one of her first of many hypnosis sessions.
What the hell were you all doing? And
Yeah, on the phone.
why wasn't President Trump protected?
Protected.
From what?
You all want us to don't see nothing, don't say nothing.
Uh-huh.
When I see you doing that, you going along with what the Democrats want.
That's right.
That's right. When you're on the phone on election night with a serious look on your face, what are you doing? Calling Karl Marx? Huh? Talking to AOC?
That's right.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. What are they supposed to be doing? Don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm glad they're attacking the RNC. This is sweet. But I'm still confused about... I need... See, if the infighting is going to work, I need Republicans that watch this to go, oh, that's terrible. But I think a lot of them are just kind of like, I'm trying to follow this, man. I watch Diamond and Silk because diversity is our strength, but I don't know why. Of course, Ronnie McDaniel is going to... And by the way, I feel better about the RNC knowing a man's in charge. Ronnie McDaniel's on the goddamn phone. And Bill Barr went straight over to the DOJ in case he needs to file some lawsuits or some shit.
Yeah. $200 million raised. Where is the money?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where is the money? Wait, the RNC raised this money? I'm guessing they're using it to pay for, like, 2022, or they're going to.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I mean, it's not like there are receipts or
Another
anything.
thing, the RNC is
Nobody tracks where money goes.
also putting out an ad around this big game that's happening.
Yeah, which is obviously free.
And I don't know where it's happening at. About
This big game that's happening? You mean like Super Bowl or World Cup, something? That doesn't cost any money.
election integrity. But you all ain't talking about what's happening in 2020. CRNC, here's the deal.
Right.
All right, tell them.
We want you all to stand up, get this little lawyer to stand up, and if he can't, he needs to be fired.
Fired.
That's right, if he still works there.
He needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Because he helped you raise $200 million.
To fight what happened in 2020.
That's right.
Information is coming out in Maricopa County that the number of ballots do not match up with what they said.
Some stuff.
You mean like they gave a bunch of assholes boxes with 20,000 ballots in it, and they're getting back boxes with different numbers of ballots in them, with fewer ballots in them? And that's Maricopa County's fault, not Cyber Ninja's fault? You don't find that at all suspicious? You don't think it's funny that they're doing a recount afterwards because they don't trust Cyber Ninjas because they fucked around stuff and took things out of the ballot cages that... Never mind.
Something is coming out in Georgia about, they don't call it voter fraud, well,
because it is
voter integrity. They call it illegal votes,
Right.
where you had people illegally voting, and this could have tipped the election
and made it could have also, I guess, if it existed, and again, they've stopped using the word allegedly, but I'll use it. If it allegedly, it could very well be that those fake votes were purchased by Trump, and they just weren't enough to put him over the top, and they were actually should go into Biden's corner.
President Trump's face.
You're talking about in Georgia, right?
Yeah, look up. It's a small state. A little above Florida.
Right.
Okay, so they want to make it look like it's new evidence. I want to let people know that no, this is not new evidence.
No, it's the same shit. Right. Yeah, it's the same lie people have told over and over. Nobody's discovered anything new.
We saw it all go down.
We saw it happening.
We saw what was happening.
That's right.
Wait a minute. There was Georgia election fraud going on the night of the election in the White House, in the Red Room? You saw, Ronnie McDaniel was coordinating Georgia election fraud, and you watched it on your way to the bathroom?
Right.
Okay, but Americans were bullied into silence.
Well, I wasn't. I'm yappy as a motherfucker.
That's what
We
they
were
did.
censored.
You were scissored. I thought you ladies were straight. I did not know that.
Okay, but we saw it all go down.
That's right.
We knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, you watched Ronnie McDaniel on the phone, and you're like, this person is coordinating voter fraud in Georgia. And they were very serious, had a big, we faked all these votes, and yet Trump's still going to lose? What the hell am I paying you for? Kind of stuff. That's what you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, the what lawyer? Carrie Rose is saying what lawyer? I can't. We don't know. It's a RNC lawyer that they did not. They've forgotten the first names of most people, mispronounced the others. They didn't even give a name for this guy, and it's the entire crux of the video. Every aspect of this entire podcast they're doing, all of it is about this dude who may or may not be a dude, and they never said his name.
And so, and also let me say that
You're allowed.
I don't care.
Okay, that's clear.
How many election laws that they continue to implement?
Come on.
If no one is held accountable for breaking the previous laws, what makes you think that they won't break the new law?
Yeah, why even vote? Look, Republicans, I think if anything, listen to Diamond and Silk. You can't trust elections. Why are you even bothering? You're going to go stand in line for, 10 minutes, because in your neighborhood there's lots of voting machines. But you're going to get out of your easy chair, put down your Coors Light, smack your wife in the head on the way out the door, get in your truck, your F-150 that you never have put a payload in, but you just drive to the mall, but it looks tough. Pull over, stand in line with like 3 other people who don't look like they belong, fill out some paperwork to vote in an election that they're probably going to twist anyways. Yeah, just stay home. Listen to Diamond and Silk.
Hello?
And
Goodbye.
this thing about you ain't see nothing here, move along.
Right.
Oh, hell no. We're not doing
Oh, no.
No.
We're not moving along. No. We're going to keep grinding on this. Yes, Diamond Silk, keep focus on this. People will try to go, will look at the election and think, well, it's settled and Joe Biden actually won and reality is don't buy into that. Don't buy into reality. There's no money in it. Stick with the 2020 narrative. It is almost fall.
Americans are not doing that.
Well, I'm an American, and and technically, I guess I do look at. She's got me. Look back at the 2020 election quite a bit on the show as comedy fodder, but okay.
RNC, if you want to know why your numbers are down and people are not donating, they are pissed off with you all.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, RNC. What? Look at. Can you? How do you even? Ronnie McDaniel and Genuine Ellis. How do you even look yourself in the face?
Because you didn't do right by President Trump.
You did not.
That's right.
These people
It's like, do you even Republican, bro?
we all love this man. You did not do right by him.
No.
Yep.
And he raised money
Yeah.
on behalf of the RNC.
Oh.
You wouldn't have been able to raise that
No.
amount of money without Trump.
You would
Without
not.
Trump.
You couldn't do it yourself.
That's right. Beep boop. Right.
And according to Jenna, I don't even think we need the RNC.
I agree. I mean, if I was you, I would just take over any event that they have and just kind of, Republican National Committee, break it up. I mean, for the good of Trump and the conservative movement. Yeah, I mean, the whole party's got to go.
Well,
They need President Trump.
Yeah,
that's right.
And this is what I'm telling people. We've been telling people this.
yeah. Keep telling them.
Listen, donate directly to President Trump.
That's right.
Yeah, do that.
Donate directly to your candidate.
Yeah.
That's right. Which is only Donald
But I'm
Trump.
sorry. Right now,
Uh-uh.
I wouldn't give the RNC not one damn dime, not one red cent.
Not one.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Not one.
Listen, I know.
They took and they continue to send me all of this mail. Okay, wanting me to donate. And see, this was back on June the 3rd.
Right.
Yeah. A day that shall live in infamy.
Okay, at 9:19 p.m.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm in the middle of my stories.
Eastern Standard Time.
Uh-huh.
So even later than it was here.
I had to tweet
Hype train.
this out.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay,
You had to.
or
I'm sorry, you're still on Twitter? I thought everyone was canceled. Well,
or social media it out.
Uh-huh.
yeah, chat it.
I said, dear RNC, stop mailing, emailing, and calling us for donations. How do you expect for us to support you when you didn't support the American people. We don't plan on giving you one damn dime or one red cent. We will only support the individual candidates who puts American first.
That's right.
Who puts American first?
And then
Yeah, that she wasn't done.
I came.
Now, there is a little hyperlink at the bottom of all these emails that makes you unsubscribe to them. So you don't. I don't know that you can tweet the RNC and they'll stop sending you mail.
Back because
Thanks,
I got
Archie Lynn.
more mail. Okay, on July the 12th at
It didn't work, is what you're saying.
8:13 p.m. ET, Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Not extraterrestrial. I was so confused for a moment.
I had to send out another social media message.
And what you sent out, girl?
I said, "Dear RNC, stop mailing, emailing, and calling us for donations. How do you expect for us to support the RNC when the RNC did not support President Trump?"
I think that's the same thing you said last time. And if it wasn't effective and they're still sending you shit, maybe I don't know. Maybe spice it up a little.
You raised millions of dollars off of the president's name. We don't plan on giving you one damn dime or one red cent. I want people to understand
What did they say on June 19th?
that we supposed to be the Republican Party.
Right.
We supposed to raise money as the Republican Party.
That's right.
For situations that arises. But when you don't put measures in place and you got the money to do it, and we know you got the money to do it, and you run away from the responsibility of protect.
What the fuck do you think they were supposed to do with the money they raised about election? Does anybody know what the fuck they're insisting the RNC... Was the RNC supposed to pay the Trump campaign's... Are they supposed to play Rudy Giuliani? Because I was at the beginning of this, I was thinking that they were, like, Trump's paying them as little hype people to bring money to his thing. But it sounds like Rudy Giuliani was expecting him to get paid... I don't know.
Okay? The head of the party, President
Please tell me you explain more of this.
Trump.
Right.
Well, not anymore, obviously.
The people saw this.
Right.
The people see this. And the people are angry about this.
Right.
Now, you come along now, RNC.
Come on.
Right now, and you're implementing yourselves in some of these cases, and you're going to court.
So they hired lawyers and they're doing stuff now with the money that they raised because they built a strategy and they're doing it right now.
And you win in some of these cases. But where were you at back in 2020?
When we need...
What the fuck were they supposed to do? How did I end up at this? Why am I defending the RNC to these two assholes? What?
When we needed you. Whenever the Supreme Court justices would not do their jobs.
Well, they did their jobs. You just didn't like the result of their jobs.
And they are corrupt.
Oh, well, don't get me started on who paid Brett Kavanaugh's bills. Sorry, I should use the Trump vernacular. Brat Kavanaugh.
We have laws.
That's right.
In this country.
It's true.
And the Supreme Court justices is supposed to decipher which law is lawful.
Right.
Sure.
But they didn't do their job.
Do their job.
And where was the RNC
The
at
RNC
on that?
So we're hiding. This lawyer needs to be fired.
Yeah. Who?
He should not represent the RNC.
Ronnie McDaniel?
He should not be the lawyer for the RNC if he did not stand up and do his job when it came to this 2020.
What do you mean? While you were eating at the White House on election night? When the fuck is this person? I found an article on Daily Phone News fired DNS for spreading... Oh, Diamond and Silk for spreading fake news about COVID-19. Fox has cut ties with MAGA vlogging superstars Diamond and Silk, who had contributed original content to the network's streaming service, Fox Nation. Oh, and they replaced him with Tucker Carlson. That worked out well.
The election.
That's right.
That's
he
what
was
needs to
concerned.
happen.
He was concerned about running against the Democrats, running to beat Democrats.
Allegedly.
Not running or not using the money or finance to protect President Trump.
Right.
And I'll say
Yeah, that's it.
allegedly.
Yeah. And that's what we are trying to get you all
To use the word allegedly.
at the RNC to see.
To see.
People say, "Oh my God, it's infight." No, forget about the infight.
Yeah.
I can't. I honest to God, you know, when there are bad things that keep you up at night, there are also occasionally good things that keep you up at night. Like, I find myself spontaneously laughing at these assholes and the RNC and Trump bitching about Republicans and all the infighting. Like, I literally sometimes just...
We will never have another free and fair election until they straighten this out.
They
running this here like it's a banana republic.
That's
and
right.
You think we supposed to sit back and see the RNC?
Thank you for cutting that part out. They were about to drop some Haiti bombs, and I just think it was not appropriate.
Hand our country over to these radicals.
That's
And
right.
you think we supposed to be
Hold on. Ladies, maybe I was wrong about the pop filter. Shit.
getting and grinning with you? You think we go
I'm sorry, what was the phrase? What was the phrase? This is a new one. I made...
forget about the infight?
Yeah.
We will never have another free and fair election until they straighten this out.
Until they
They
straighten it
running
out.
this here like it's a banana republic.
That's
and
right.
you think we supposed to sit back and see the RNC help hand our country over to these radicals?
That's
And
right.
you think we supposed to be skinning and grinning with you? You think
Ooh, skinning and grinning. I like that. Boogie-da. Here it come. Look at that. And he ain't wearing no clothes. That's why they call him the streak. Skinning and grinning and...
we gonna pull out our hard-earned money and give it to you
Hard-earned?
when this
Really? You didn't even read Wolf's book, and you're...
mofo up here in the White House got us living with inflation. Food costs done gone up. Gas done gone up. Automobile costs done gone up. Wood to build houses done gone up. And you think that you gonna take our dollar? No.
Well, I mean, please tell me that Diamond and Silk are having trouble getting wood.
We got to save it for this BS.
Yeah.
You all help put us in. That's what we have to do.
There was a tweet that
They calmed down. Apparently they had to walk that off, I think. By the way, none of these edits are mine. Let's be abundantly clear. None of these edits are mine. I'm not snipping any of this stuff. I'm not tightening. Jesus.
Dinesh D'Souza.
Dinesh. Denise. Call him Denise. Hold on. Where is it? This one? Ladies and gentlemen, Denise D'Souza. You heard it. That's what Diamond and Silk call him. That's what I'm calling him from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise D'Souza. All right. Go ahead.
D'Souza put out that I would like to read.
Go ahead and read
Okay.
it.
It has something to
Was there a problem with the first draft of the
do
reading?
with what's going on there in Cuba.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
And we
okay.
don't like it either, what's going on
You don't like what's going on in Cuba.
over there in Cuba.
What part?
That's right.
Come on.
So
No, we don't like it. Why don't you like it? I mean, for the record, can I go on the record and say I do like what's going on in Cuba? I wish better for the Cuban people, but I'm glad they're protesting the government. I do not support their system of government, which is, again, socialist or communist, whatever you want to call it, but ultimately it's an authoritarian regime run by a regime. I'm for it. I just worry about the safety of the Cuban people. But the fact that they're actually marching in the streets for their rights and the like, I mean, I do support that. I mean, like's a weird word. She's like and dislike is kind of important. All right. Go Cuban people. Fuck you, Cuban government. How's that? Does that work for everybody? Regime.
And that's the BS I'm talking about. You know, with the government over there in Cuba.
Yes.
Okay, giving their citizens only 5 eggs.
Really? We're still in the 5 egg shit? They're really hung up on this 5 eggs.
5 eggs
per month.
5 eggs per month and $15 per month. Girl,
Yeah.
by the time me and you take,
Uh-huh.
and you have 2 eggs, and I have 2 eggs,
And then there's just 1 egg sitting in the table and we're just staring at each other. Don't you even. Don't you reach for that fucking egg. We're going to split that egg tomorrow. Every week we got 2 eggs. You get 2 eggs. That egg stays there till next month.
morning. We ain't got but 1 egg to last us a month for the rest of the month.
We got to starve the rest of the month.
And you
Well, technically, there's 2 of you, and I think you live together, so in that system, you'd get 10 eggs. I still think that's far too few. I'm not for it. I mean, obviously, the Cuban government could lower their tariffs and take in stuff, but the communist government actually drives away almost all external trade with their tariffs. So, which arguably they have more in common with the way Trump wanted to run things.
mean to tell me you want to stop these people that's experiencing communism and they
Eggless communism.
can't eat from, you want to arrest them
Well, they can, but they got to make an egg last.
when they come to the United States?
Yeah.
But you got our border
Borders
wide
wide
open.
open.
Go ahead, read what
Yeah.
it said, girl. Read what it said.
So Denise D'Souza
Denise, yeah,
posted a tweet.
it's Dinesh, but fuck
He
it.
said, kudos to the GOP for going all in on the cause of political prisoners in Castro's Cuba. But how about some similar outrage over the political prisoners right here in Biden's America? Hashtag January the 6th.
Well, he is right.
Tell them. I mean, obviously, these political prisoners over there are just asking for food, medicine, and the like, and they didn't actually. All of them were just walking in the street, and they were scooped up. They didn't storm a Capitol building and beat officers nearly to death.
Woo! You got people still locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for assault and battery, for vandalism, violence, B&E.
For taking a cell phone in the Capitol and they calling it an insurrection.
That's right.
But all of them people that destroyed this damn country during the summer of last year.
Yeah, if they broke laws, they're going to go to jail, and they should go to jail. I mean, you do realize there's an entire FBI Twitter account full of all the people from the riots in all the major cities that had them, that are like, yeah, this fucker and this fucker and this fucker. But you don't care because, yeah, hashtag January 6th.
Looted and burned down businesses.
Yeah.
You got this regime.
That's what I wear. New regimes. Sorry. Okay.
This mofo, whoever letting these people out.
Whoever.
Oh, come on.
Allegedly.
That's right.
I'll say allegedly.
Yeah.
Just in case I ain't got which one let you out.
That's right.
Yeah, allegedly letting them out. Yeah, they're not letting them out. I mean, there's some DAs who are letting people who are scooped up in that stuff who were just protesting, they're getting out. And with them, some people who were actually involved in the violence are getting out too. But, then they get arrested and they actually get caught and turned in or something like that. Then they stay in jail.
Right, that's right. But the GOP, where are you at on this right here?
Yeah. Where are you? Other than, calling for the release of people who tased a cop until he had a heart attack and gouged another one's eye out, broke another one's thumb, cracked one's spine. Besides clamoring daily for the release of those folks, or for them to be left alone and never found in the first place, where are you on that?
Here.
Yes.
Okay. How is it
Oh, I know who you. You lost the election and you're in the minority. That's right.
that people are still locked up, and where is their due process?
Well, they get due process. They can either get bonded and get out, or they're be denied bail or bond, depending on their behavior. That's their due process. They're not due more than that. They have a court-appointed lawyer, or they can hire one of their own. You mean that part of due process?
That's right.
Okay. Now, you have the DOJ.
Yes.
They're going to
That spells dog, I think.
be spending $6.1 million on a January 6th database. Where is the database for Antifa? Where is the database?
Well, the FBI counterterrorism organization has accumulated accounts of individuals, but Antifa's not technically a singular organization. It's like trying to have an anarchist database.
For Black Lives Matter.
Well, they have membership stuff. You could just kind of tap into their computers, wouldn't you? I mean, you don't even have to pay for that. They already have it.
Huh? Where are my Republicans at? Kicking back against this. 6 point.
Yeah, kicking back against this. Pushing back against this. If they were kicking back, they would be ignoring it. Oh, they're doing that. Okay.
$1 million to basically terrorize Americans that
terrorized police officers and members of Congress in our representative government on one of the most crucial days in our democratic process. I'm just fucking with you.
Was in the Capitol January the 6th. Let me tell you something about the Capitol.
Okay, tell us about the Capitol.
The Capitol is not Nancy Pelosi house.
That's right.
It's the people house.
That's right.
It is the Peepo house. It is true. You do actually you do realize though that you don't get to storm it and hurt cops in the process. What?
Right. So people being on the property
Illegally when there's fences up.
they had a right to be on the property.
No, they didn't.
That's right.
But
No, they didn't. You don't have the right, because federal taxes pay for federal buildings, to just go in any entrance anywhere you want at any given fucking time. What kind of security would you have as a country if every fang, every Chinese agent, every Russian agent, every Iranian, every Yemeni dude could just walk up and go, "I'm a citizen. You can't even ask me. Let me in."
the people
You have to understand. Like, I don't get where this thought doesn't like hit a dead stop in their brain and go, "Oh, I'm bullshitting."
that scaled those walls. Because there was
Tell us about the people who scaled the wall.
a person there
Uh-huh.
that was a Black Lives Matter
Oh, what'd you cut out? What the fuck was that?
member.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a person there who was a Black Lives Matter member. Where are they now?
And he sold the footage back to CNN. Nobody's
Yeah, he sold it to CNN.
talking about. His name is John Sullivan.
And can we also speak about how a lot of those people were let into the Capitol?
On one side,
Yeah, I mean, after the cops were overrun and after the cops were in danger and they couldn't hold them back, and they figured, oh, we'll let them pass this point because they're not going to do any real damage. You mean that, folks? Or the ones on the side? You're clearly not talking about the ones that broke down the door or broke the windows. You're just ignoring those. The people who went around the side and were like, yeah, come on in. Those folks who just, I mean, all they did was smear some shit on some walls and steal some stuff. But the people who broke through the door and crushed a cop's vertebrae, you're not going to bring those folks up?
people were let into the Capitol.
Yeah, it was a love fest.
Right.
On the other side, people scaled the walls. And the people that scaled the walls,
Those are the ones should probably be held accountable.
That's
Those
right.
are the ones that was doing something.
who were they?
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, they have pictures of them.
I don't see anybody that was scaling the wall. But the people that were let into the Capitol, those are the ones that I see locked up.
Right.
What? You can't not have seen that they've arrested people who beat cops. Beat a fucking cop with a Blue Lives Matter flag. For God's sake, Diamond and Silk. I mean, you've been bullshitting us for 20 minutes now. But that one, I mean, you can't just pretend you didn't see that shit. Lock up the wall scalers, but the people who were let in should go. Most of them were, dumb fuck. There's like 5,000 people. There's like 700 open cases.
Yeah, something is wrong about all of
Yes, your ability to interpret things you see, hear, and read.
this,
Yeah.
And, to the people of Cuba, we want to see you all free.
Yeah.
I think they should have the opportunity to come to the United
Thank you.
United States, because
Thank you for the super chat.
nobody want to live up under this socialist, communist BS.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody wants to live up under the socialist communist BS. This is true. You don't want to live. You want to live beside it, on top of it. I wouldn't want to live adjacent to it. I wouldn't even want to be, communist adjacent. That would suck.
Nobody wants to live up under that.
Nobody
No.
want to live up under it.
Well, I
but
only
you
get
know
5
what?
eggs. Well, you only get 5 eggs a month and 15
Yeah, I don't know that that's the biggest problem they have.
dollars.
When I look at it,
Per person. So if you have kids, the kids get 5 eggs, and the whole house gets about 25 eggs total. They could have more eggs, but they have a tariff on any goods coming into the country that makes it almost impossible for people to get stuff. It's one of the reasons why they're running out of shit.
that's what's happening right here in the United States
That's
of
right.
America.
That's right.
It's coming here.
Really
Is it? Yeah, 5 eggs brigade.
on the
really
swat
fast.
way.
Yeah, it's right.
I saw a bunch of Antifa people with an egg on their flag, and they were just sorry, that was an old Twitter
Here.
post.
And when I'm looking at all of this right here,
Right.
that's what's happening right here in the
Oh,
United
yeah.
States.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's indistinguishable. I mean they're clamoring for vaccines they can't get. We have more than we know what to do with, and assholes like Diamond and Silk are talking people out of taking it. It's the same.
Of America.
Okay.
You know, to deliberately spy on American citizens, our tax
Well, you can't accidentally spy on someone. Is it like? Then it wouldn't spy. Just like I tripped and fell, and my face fell in your diary.
messages. Just
On their what messages?
to
Text
see
messages?
what we're saying. What you're doing is
Well, they're not just seeing what you're saying. It was an extraordinary event, and so they did an intel pull on everybody that was present because it was a criminal act. I mean, you do 9/11. You guys forgot about that, didn't you?
you're turning the United States of America into a communist country.
That's what you're doing.
That's what they're doing. That's what's happening. That's what happens in communist countries.
What you're doing.
Well, you have to
Yeah, they give every person who storms the Capitol 5 eggs only.
understand now. These Democrats, a lot of them sided with Cuba, Biden, and
Venezuela.
Obama. No, not Venezuela. Cuba. They praise Cuba. Bernie Sanders praised their medical system. But what kind of medical system is that when you only have $15
Wait, yeah, we know Sanders did. What was the Biden part?
and you're not eating but 5 eggs a month?
Yeah, $15 and 5 eggs.
Right.
See, that thing got me because I'm an egg eater.
We've gathered that. Do you unhinge your jaw? Is it ostrich eggs?
So that got me right there. Only 5 eggs a month?
Right.
You should let them all have chickens where they can grow their own eggs.
Well, they do. That's a communist country. That's the kind of the thing.
But see, when you have these different people that's in government, it's called government overreach.
That's clearly. I would argue that communism is the definition of government overreach.
That want to put their knees on the people's neck.
That's right.
Yeah, and they're crushing their eggs.
Okay.
And guess what? Cuba
What?
get money. Cuba get billions of dollars
Yes.
from what I'm hearing.
Yes.
So why is the people so poor over there?
Right.
What's wrong with y'all?
That,
I feel you. She's fucking losing her shit. What the fuck's wrong with you, Cuba?
and see, that's my deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember me saying this, Diamond.
I don't remember it. I don't remember what you said in the beginning. I blanked the whole thing out. I'm smelling burnt toast just listening to this shit.
The United States sent a lot of money
Yes.
Right.
to a lot of different foreign countries,
That's true.
Right.
okay,
Yeah, like Israel. Sure.
to aid them
Right.
Right.
in their economics and so forth.
Right.
But
They're egg
it
gathering.
never reached the people.
It never reached the people. Now, I'm not for sure if the United States of America send money to Cuba,
No.
but I heard on the news that they get billions of dollars.
Oh,
Well, yeah, they do because Eastern European and Russians and they come and stay in the hotels and that kind of stuff. They're footsie with China as well, and people don't own parts of. It's like, never mind. You mean we're sending them checks like Iran
but why isn't it reaching the people?
Because
because it's a communist country run by the Castros and fuck them. We all agree on that part of it. I don't understand what your confusion about this is.
This is a communist country.
Right.
They want to control their people. They want their people to be like paupers and slaves. And what's got to happen to people, their people do have to rise up. Yes. But here's the deal. If they are seeking asylum here, let them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the problem is you don't know who is actually coming here for asylum or who is sent by the Castro regime. They've had problems with that in the past. They undermine the Cuban movement and can send people over that kill people within the Cuban people that in Florida, for example, who live there and stuff. So you got to be kind of extra careful because it's never mind.
Because they have every right to. They ain't eating enough, and they don't even have enough money.
They don't have enough eggs.
To take care of their family.
That's right. $15 and 5 eggs.
Especially if you got that border wide open.
That's right. Listen, you all, thank you so much for joining the podcast.
I for one, I'm glad I was here.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. So each time we drop a new episode, you will receive notification. And
yeah, excuse me. I'm going to have to send you a social media message that says, Diamond Silk, do not send any emails or call me for my money because you didn't fight for Trump.
Don't forget about our book, Uprising. Who the Hell Said You Can't Ditch a Switch? The Awakening of Diamond and Silk. You can get the book at diamondandsilkbookstore.com.
Be sure to check us out over there at Chattit, ChatDit.com.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to do that, honestly.
And don't forget to give us a review, and a 5-star would do.
So we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We called it 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to
you. So in
you.
the meantime and in between time.
Oh, I see. I thought it was just half the information of 411. Have you thought about 111?
We'll see you all next time right here on Diamond.
Have you thought about just 11? Just drop the first number.
And Silk, the podcast.
Bye-bye.
I need them to cut to them just like guzzling eggs.
Today's podcast is being sponsored by Footsteps in the Past.
An American-based business where everything is made in America.
Fantastic. Handmade quality wood signs. Huh? Boy, yo, yo, yo.